This is your Daily 5 for Thursday, September 25th, 2025. I almost didn't even bother doing a 5 for today because I really just couldn't think of anything to talk about. But then at the very last minute, obviously, as I'm going to be posting this late today, I happened to see a post over on Ars Technica that was titled, or is titled, I should say, Experts Urge Caution Using ChapGPT to Pick Stocks. Now, I didn't even read the article, but the fact that that headline exists, you know what? I disagree. I disagree with the experts urging caution. I think anybody who is inclined to use ChatGPT to pick stocks should absolutely do so. Not only should you do so, I would bet everything you own on it. Because if you're at a point, and you can apply this to everything, you know, you hear these one-off stories, and they've been presented by companies like OpenAI and others, that these tools have managed to identify an illness that otherwise might have gone undiagnosed, or was able to provide an answer for somebody when they couldn't get answers from anywhere else. And I don't disbelieve any of those accounts. But the reality is, before any of these tools existed, the same type of miraculous stories have always been around. There have been, as long as I've been alive, there have been one-off stories about somebody who went in and kissed the Blarney Stone and suddenly their cancer went into remission the next day. Inexplicably. Somebody who, I don't know, went to a wishing well and spoke to their Aunt Judy, and then 3 weeks later, they won $1 million in the lottery. These aberrant stories have always existed. So these ideas that these tools are somehow magically doing things, or doing things with some kind of outsized, frequency, are not any different than what you could find throughout history. So if people are really going to buy into this, at this point, honestly, I feel like trying to rationally argue with people about things and try to get them to realize what they're thinking incorrectly about, that's all gone, at least in this country. Why bother? So let these people do whatever they want. Let them have their kids talk to a chatbot about whatever mental problem they're having going on. Let them bet all their stocks and their money. Hey, play the lottery using it. Buy 1,000 lottery tickets. Spend all of your savings based on the numbers that ChatGPT says are most likely to come up. Why not? Why not? Because honestly, again, the thing that I think about is, I don't even need to read this article. As I said, I just looked at the headline. Immediately I thought, we are at a point where people have to be told that these AI tools are not necessarily guaranteed to give them good results in things like stocks, medical advice, mental illness counseling. And that's a really sad state. It's such a sad state that I don't know that we can come back from it. I think maybe we have crossed that magical red line at this point, and the inevitable kind of extinction of large portions of the species is on its way. Maybe we should thank these tools. Maybe they are actually doing us all a favor, because at some point, and I know this is dismal and bleak, and guess what? Yes, it is. But if we are at a point where we have to tell people that they should not be making financial decisions that could impact their future in terms of their ability to have food, security, shelter, and happiness, then I think we have really gone a little too far off the dock, and we're now basically drowning and we just don't know it yet. So, again, I disagree with whatever these experts are saying. I don't urge caution in any of this stuff. You want to dive in head first and swallow the flood of AI nonsense and let it guide your life, your finances, your existence on this planet, then I say go for it. Embrace it. You're right. Everybody else is wrong. These tools really are something special. They really are the Nostradamus of our times. They have magical abilities. They can see what's coming and how best to help you navigate it. Don't let these naysayers steer you otherwise. They're all just Luddites. They don't get it. They won't understand it. And fortunately for you and the others that understand it like you do, you will be so far away from them when they inevitably fall into the chasm of no knowledge, of rejection of technology, that you and yours will be safe and secure on the mountaintop with your finances, your security, everything you've ever wanted. Anybody who urges caution about AI, I tell them, bah humbug. Forget it. They don't know what they're talking about. You do. Embrace it. Later.